I'm Max, I'm an avid gardener, and this is my peach tree. It is very, very sick. It's currently being ravaged by two different fungal diseases, one of which is peach leaf curl and the other is brown rot. The unfortunate thing is once the symptoms of these diseases appear, there's very little you can do to save the fruit for this season. The only solution is to prune back all the diseased limbs and fruit and spray with fungicide to hopefully get a good crop next year. The fungicides that control these diseases are all very toxic. There's only one organic option. That's a big concern for me because I don't want to introduce toxic chemicals into my garden. I'm also part of Garden Club at the Wyss and decided to bring my problem to the group. And then Mike Super, who's also part of the Garden Club, he's a scientist, called me later on in the day and said, you know, we'd really love for you to take some samples of the diseased parts of your peach tree so that we can see if there's anything we can do about it in the lab. How's it going, Justin?
Oh, hey, Max.
Got some special delivery for you.
Oh, fantastic.
Starts off in the leaves at like silvery mildew and then, you know, eventually makes its way to the fruit.
I'm gonna culture them.
Okay.
And I'll probably separate the leaf from the fruit.
Okay.
And culture them separately. Just because depending on the life stage, you may have different morphology.
When Mike first told you about this, like, what did you think?
Aside from being surprised, I'm actually more excited because this is really our first time that we're doing anything with botany and FCMBL.
Brown rot is devastating peach orchards.
Like throughout the country.
Yeah, no, there is a farmer out there that's like really hurting because of this fungus is taking away his or her livelihood, so.
So FCMBL, that group of children that I was studying in London were missing this protein called mannose binding lectin, which binds to the surface sugars on fungi. So when you said, I have a fungal infection of my peach tree, it was like a no-brainer to go from here to there. With Wyss funding, we developed this FCMBL version, which we developed further with DARPA funding. And the idea there is to take the FC of human IgG1 and fuse it to the mannose binding lectin, and it has mostly the binding functions that we want.
So it's like basically like a targeted delivery.
Correct.
Let's say the FCMBL binds to this fungus. Like, what would a plant therapy look like? Like, how would it work?
So what we're thinking of doing here, and it's going to take a mixture of protein engineering and chemistry, would be to actually take the toxic antifungal and fuse it to the fungus binding protein like the MBL. And then when you spray, it will be better at targeting to the fungi, and you will be able to use a lower concentration in general, but a higher local concentration.
Because like they said that to control brown rot, you need to do like 8 sprays over the season. So you think with FCMBL, like you could potentially like do like a single application?
A single application, and that brings in something else that I didn't already talk about, which is some of the other Wyss technologies we can bring to the table are slow release. So we could be in a situation where we have a targeted slow release antifungal for the fungi that are affecting your plants.
Let's say that this whole thing works. What would you need?
You know, I imagine that a clinical trial in plants would be a whole lot easier than a clinical trial in humans. We just need that initiative. This is one of those things that we have all the different parts available at the Wyss, and we're just putting them together.
Do you find that serendipity happens a lot at the Wyss? Is that like how a lot of projects get started?
Oh, absolutely. I think one of the nice things about the Wyss is that we've got a group of people who are very interested in their science, but also have other interests outside of science. And so in a case like that, this is just...
Well, we have a peach tree that we planted in our garden here, so hopefully you will come out with this technology in time to make sure that this has bountiful harvest for many years to come.
So we hope. Thank you.